Stone Island from my head to my feet. When I step on the street, I don't know what it costs, but I know it's expensive. She told me she loved me, but really I don't even know if she meant it. And if let's pull this whip, that's
Alright, so welcome to another edition of Culture and Sound. This time I'm joined with the boys once again. Boys, introduce yourselves.
Yeah, Colson UC. I'm out here, man.
E-Man, G45, E-Man, G-Bogs, G-Bogway, Emmanuel G-Bogway. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's all my names.
Pew, pew, pew. Alright, so this time we're going to be discussing the awesome verse from Giggs, KMT. Here is a video of it going off at one of his festivals, not festivals, one of his shows from the Landlord
Tour.
Landlord Tour.
Bitches in the back keep swerving, looking all curvy, and the original love their press, looking all baggy, looking all Christmas gift wrap, looking all turkey, spread chops when it goes to the sleep, looking all turkey, niggas all itching, twitching, looking all jerky, looking all white, looking all turkey, I'm pushing that dark shit, pushing that charcoal, now this is that big bang, this is Gustavo, clap back. I'm gonna just slap man, where you wanna get further?
Boys, what did you think of the KMT verse? Obviously, it's very hot over here, but the Americans seem to hate it still. So what are we thinking?
Well, at first, yeah, I'm gonna put my hands up and say, like, it's not that I wasn't impressed, but I kind of felt like he dropped the ball a bit. Like, I felt like Drake did a better job on that song, but on
No Long
Talk, I felt like, you know, Giggs outshined Drake on that song. But the more I hear it, the more I see the reaction of it, and the more I hear it when I'm out, it is a classic verse. Like, there's nothing that can really top that kind of gas. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a phenomenal verse.
It's mad.
KMT is a great verse. Shouts out to Giggs, man. Once again, just so well done. Like, to write that verse and be able to think that far ahead about the concerts and how he'll deliver every line and how well it works on the song. And it's the perfect part 2 to Man Don't Care. So to him, I salute him. The ad-libs, everything, it's such an enjoyable verse, like from start to finish as well. Like, and it's so it gets stuck in your head and you know it line for line. Like,
Definitely. Once
you hear Giggs come on, you know, you're already singing along with it. It's so enjoyable. I think he did a brilliant job with that verse.
I think it's one of those songs where you don't like it at first, but then when you hear it and you're out, as you said, you catch that vibe and everybody's singing that song, and you're like, yeah, like I didn't know how hard it was, but it goes in. Like, so far, I think the Americans, like, it's a completely different demographic for them, because they don't necessarily listen to Giggs or grime in any way, shape or form. So when they hear Giggs, it's a bit different. But then if they hear like Man Don't Care About All That, like you're gonna have to feel something about that. Where Jamie's verse and then Giggs's verse is pretty much the same sort of vibe on KMT. So maybe not the same beat, whatever, but it's still the same vibe. You're still gonna go off on it.
Yeah.
So
I always felt like KMT is Man Don't Care Part 2. If that, like, there was ever a relation in terms of the song, I just feel like what he did on KMT was basically start off where he left off on Man Don't Care.
Yeah.
Especially with the Batman things in there as well, and just talking about stereotypically British things, and obviously the memorable lines that you find on Man Don't Care now that are on KMT. I mean, that Cersei verse, I keep saying Lena Headley needs to dance to that song. It's her song.
She needs to be in the video or something.
100%, for sure.
Do you know one thing I feel like we've all underrated over the years is Giggs' ability to make a song where you know all the words. If you hear Talking the Hardest in a club, are you going to tell me you don't know? Nobody misses a beat.
It's a national anthem.
Nobody misses a beat. It's a national anthem. People refer to it as that. So the fact that KMT is now beginning to gained traction and people are really like messing with it. Like
Yeah.
when you see that clip
You
at the Landlord, everyone is jumping.
It's
Everyone.
phenomenal.
So,
It's so enjoyable.
the more you think about it, the more you're like, you know what? Nah, I understand how it's really been this successful, man.
Talking the hardest. Look what the cat dragged in.
Mm.
Well, what was that?
He's been doing this, you know. This isn't new.
This is so long.
This isn't
I
new.
mean, that's why it's probably so hard to come up with a list. But he has done some great verses. Whipping Excursion. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's recent as well.
Lockdown is a very good song. I mean, he's been on a very good roll. He's been one of the more, consistent artists over a long period of time. I think he doesn't get the credit for that. Or, okay, he's not necessarily the best artist we have, but he's definitely the most consistent and hard-working, and definitely, when he puts out a tune, people listen. That's hard to do for over nearly 15 years
It's
now.
been a long time, man.
I'm not...
15 years.
Maybe I'm over-exaggerating.
10.
It's more than 10, though. Definitely more than
No,
10.
when did Talking the Hardest come out?
When
Right.
set, yeah.
Okay, so 10.
Yeah.
But
That's how old we are, by the way. Yeah.
Because I remember hearing that song for the first time. And you know what? I think what Americans are having is they don't get it. Because the first time I heard Gigs, I can't lie, Talking the Hardest didn't necessarily register with me.
course.
And then after a few listens, I was like, this is my favourite song.
Yeah.
You know, it quickly became one of my
Push the
favourite artists.
chips. I remember being confused about Push the Chips. I was like, huh?
Just, it's phenomenal. That, you know, I mean, we could be here for days just singing off Gig songs. And I'm just so happy to see the reaction that this verse is getting, which kind of makes it disappointing that Americans aren't enjoying it as much either.
Yeah, but you know what? DJ Academics kind of summed it up on that Everyday Struggle show
Yeah.
where he was like, actually no, it wasn't even him. It was Joe Budden who said, when we get something new as Americans, we're ignorant.
Yeah.
We will shrug it off. We don't register with stuff unless it's something we all listen to on a regular basis. So now we're getting, you know, the biggest artists from outside of the pond bring over someone who's had an impact in the UK. We're not going to register it at first. We're not even going to want to register it at first. So I won't be surprised by the end of the year that we'll all start gravitating towards that part of the song.
But yeah,
We've seen videos where they're all turning up to the beginning bit of Drake, and then when it gets to gigs, they're all walking
just
around.
Yeah, like-
if that happens in this country, you're getting banged, you know. I
It's
swear
one
down.
of them ones where it's like
Like,
you
come
heard,
on.
you heard Drake and then through,
Yeah,
and then you put another song. But then like with gigs, I think gigs can definitely make it in the United States because like, for example, if you listen to The Landlord, The Best, with him, Young Teflon, and I've forgotten the other guy's name.
Oh, I know exactly. what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that song. There is a song with him and who's anyway. Yeah, listen. There's songs with gigs that's like amazing and Americans can definitely listen to,
for sure.
and they'll definitely be chilled back and they'll be like, yeah, this guy goes in. But currently this is the first time I'm hearing gigs and they don't want to listen to him. It's exactly the same thing as I said last time with 2 Chainz. The first time I heard 2 Chainz, I was like, I don't understand him. I think he's whack. Yeah. Now I actually I like 2 Chainz a lot. So, well, I mean, give it some time, and we'll see what happens.
I think it's an accent thing, man.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's. I always felt that if Americans were going to gravitate to any one of us, it would have been Gigs. I just feel it's slow, it's clearer. I mean, that's
It's
always
punchline-y.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
always been his
yeah,
flow.
yeah,
I thought,
yeah. No, I hear you. I
in terms of,
understand
I was surprised when they didn't like him because I've always said that like if anyone can do it, it would be more our UK rappers. People,
But then what about Krypton Conan?
that's UK rap.
That's punchline flow all over the place.
And I mean, old Captain Conan, I was like, you guys are destined to blow. And you can see it because look at The Long Way Home and all the American artists that are on it and have gravitated towards Captain Conan. I think that's a debate for another day, but it's ruined their sound, but that's the less said the better.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But definitely, I was on the side that Gigs could definitely, for sure, break out there. I still think he can.
Give it a year or two.
Keep putting out music, still being consistent. I think they'll gravitate towards him because, like I said, his accent, his flow is not as what am I trying to say? I think they could understand it more. It's not whereas sometimes with grime it's a bit faster. So I can understand them not getting that at all. For example, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't get AJ Tracy, but them getting Gigs to me would make complete sense.
No, they've definitely not understood Dave.
You
But
didn't know
no,
Mr.
but
Dave?
they've toured
No,
it.
they like Dave, but there are some songs where it's like, did you see the reaction video from
His freestyle.
his recent song?
Revenge.
Yes, Revenge and
Zayas.
Zayas, yeah. Like there were some lines where they just did not.
Yeah, but
understand.
that's more a problem with what Dave has put into his pen. I think they understand Dave, but the way Dave writes is very personal. So, you know, if Dave was just talking about everyday things that everyone can relate to, it's fine. But Dave's writing, I've noticed this as well, is very personal. It's the way he speaks, the way he interacts with his friends, which is fine. But don't be surprised if Americans don't understand it. I think that's the problem he's had. And people have said it, even on his freestyles. I think he did one morning show and he did a freestyle for them, and people said the same thing. They don't necessarily understand what he's saying.
Okay.
So I just think that's one thing. But he's
hears
incredibly talented, and I think, you know, Samantha proved that. And that's the song that is written for everyone. It's not as closed off as that.
A
Revenge.
lot of people understand that song. I like that's a very easy, understandable song for everyone to hear. Whereas Revenge, if you're not British, you won't understand that. Sorry.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't want to say the ending, like to take the mick or anything, but the ending pretty much, because the way it says, Batman, Durner. I mean, it finishes off the song, and at the same time, everyone at the same time knows that lyric. So if you don't know that lyric, then you're a bit of an empty head, really. But I think that song, in any place, for example, Lethal B, Pow, Temper T, that end part is probably that sort of level.
I guess just to conclude on the whole gigs thing one more time, how do we feel?
Gigs, give him 1 or 2 years. Yeah, give him 1 or 2 years and he'll definitely show something. Like, sorry, not show something, but Americans will definitely gravitate to him, and from there you will see a lot more gigs touring in the United States, hopefully. Yeah.
Perfect. I agree. I think I wish the best for Gigs. Incredibly talented. One of our most consistent artists over the last few years. And that KMT verse is amazing. I mean, every time I see the video of him performing it, and it's gas levels 1000, especially. And now we understand why that Batman line was there, because it absolutely explodes when he's on stage.
For sure.
What's your final take?
Yeah, same. I can't like disagree with you, man. I feel like it's definitely a grower. Yeah, verse of the year, man.
Whoa, verse of the year.
Verse of the year, wow.
Do you know what? I can't even hate. I mean,
never mind.
Quotables galore.
why not?
Gets a
Why
crowd,
not verse of the year?
get a crowd
Because
crazy.
I said that Tiger has phenomenal lines, he's a phenomenal artist, but you man are saying that this is verse of the year.
Gigs, Tiger, Gigs.
Tiger.
Shouts out to Tiger. He's actually would be discussing his love life in the next topic. So yeah. So we leave you with a funny video of Gigs in an interview. We hope you enjoy it.
Because people want to know more about you, do you know what I mean? Like, I always see the comments saying how sexy you are. And how do you feel about that, like being a sex icon?
A sex icon? Am I a sex icon?
Yeah, you got a good body, do you know what I mean? The thighs are looking amazing, do you know what I'm saying? The breasts, like, as we know, I am a breast man. I saw someone tweet that earlier. There's gigs like Clara's breast or bum, and I am a fan of Clara's breast, I shall say. So what do you think? Like, how do you feel, like, having such a good body?
Well, I don't really pay that much attention. I go to the gym because I want to stay fit, and I think it's quite hard sometimes, because doing what I do, I don't want to necessarily just be recognised for the fact that I've got boobs and thighs. I'd quite like to be recognised for the fact that I'm actually good at what I do. It'd be quite nice, you know.
Yeah, well, that's far from the point. I'll just say you look good at that. Now you're talking about that shit. But yeah, you.